What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 1, Episode 12. If you love talking shit about the Real Housewives, love watching Bravo content, go ahead and get yourself subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on anything. Alright guys, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City tonight. We're still in Vegas, y'all. Jen is very much still pissed off at Whitney, and she's putting Heather directly in the middle of it, essentially making Heather choose between Whitney and Jen, even though Heather isn't quote-unquote friends with Whitney. I mean, she might be friends with Whitney, but they're also cousins. They're family. So I think that's a little inappropriate to be making someone choose between a friend and family, and that's just my opinion. So all the ladies, they are getting glammed up because they're going to a strip club, but they never even make it to the strip club. Y'all, it gets wild. A lot of true freaking colors are shown this week. So Whitney and Heather, they are hanging out up in Heather's hotel room. Whitney is filling Heather in on the race car driving experience and how slow of a driver Lisa was. I mean, she was over here in the school zone, acting like she's driving a school bus. So Whitney also filled Heather in on the conversation that Whitney had with Lisa and Meredith, and they were able to sort of come to a common ground about what happened at Jen's husband's birthday party. Whitney apologized, owned up to what she did, and everyone was able to squash the drama and move on. And clean slate, as Lisa would say. But Heather fills Whitney in on what happened at this private shopping event and how Jen essentially exploded at Heather and pretty much made her choose between Whitney and Jen, which is highly inappropriate because Whitney and Heather are family, they're cousins. But here's the thing, Jen is so upset at Whitney, but just 2 episodes ago, sitting in the bathtubs, they were able to talk it all out, come to a realization, apologize, and move forward. Jen accepted Whitney's apology. So the fact that this is being drudged back up again is really just mind-blowing to me. So now Jen is going down to join Lisa and Meredith at the pre-strip show dinner. And like I said, we don't even get the dinner. We don't even get the strip club. We get nada because the shenanigans that are about to go down are insane. So Lisa and Meredith are filling Jen in about what happened at the racetrack and the conversation they had with Whitney. And y'all, that pissed Jen off. So Jen is explaining that she wants Whitney to be accountable for her actions. But I'm sorry, wasn't Whitney accountable for her actions at the spa bathtub when she apologized to you, Jen? I'm very much confused about all of this. So Jen is livid with Lisa and Meredith because they're good with Whitney now.
I'm good with her, just so you know right now, but I also...
Okay, but how are you good with her when she threw you under the bus to me?
And Jen is all, how are you good with her when she threw y'all under the bus? But at the end of the day, this is how apologies work. You say, I'm sorry, you accept said apology, and you move forward with a clean slate. That is how that works. But Jen is adamant that Whitney is lying.
And so, oh, I'm sorry, I lied, I threw you under the bus.
She didn't say she lied, she said she was repeating what she was told.
But she wasn't lying. Whitney wasn't lying. Let us not forget that Whitney was just repeating what Mary told her. Mary told Whitney that Lisa and Meredith went to Mary and said that they are afraid of Jen. Whitney was just merely relaying that information to Jen, trying to be a good friend. Like, I would want to know, like, if someone is going around talking about me, it's very misplaced anger, and you're gonna hear me say that a lot throughout this review. It is misplaced anger. That is where all of this is stemming from. There is a huge difference between lying and repeating what someone told you. So Meredith and Lisa, all they are doing is trying to be the voices of reason to Jen, but Jen won't even let them get a word in edgewise or even comprehend what they are trying to tell her. And here we go, y'all. Jen making everyone choose sides. Like, are we in freaking middle school here?
You guys be on Mary's side, be on Whitney's side. That's
anybody's
fine. I don't give
You gotta choose between me or them. I'm sorry, but who does this? And of course, when Jen gets heated and makes people choose sides, in true Meredith fashion, thank you, I'm disengaging. I'm not engaging in this conversation. Yep, Meredith gets up and leaves.
But you need to back up for a second. And don't do that to
Goodbye.
me, Meredith.
You guys can engage in this. I'm not engaging
Okay,
in this.
listen,
This is
Jen,
nonsense.
Jen, this is
You can't go around and tell people who they can and cannot be friends with. And I know Jen didn't directly say that, but indirectly, she's making them choose sides. Here's what I think, y'all. Here's what I think. Jen is so angry that the fight happened at her husband's birthday party. That fight caused such a huge rift in the marriage and caused a lot of brokenness between Sharif and Jen. She's also mad because it involved Mary. So because Mary is literally never around, Jen is projecting all of that anger onto anyone that is around her, because the true person that I personally feel as if she's mad at, it's Mary. Jen is mad at Mary for running her mouth and making up these stories about her, and Whitney just being the messenger. You know what that old saying says, don't shoot the messenger. Well, sorry Whitney, you just got shot. So Meredith explains why she is so triggered when people make her choose sides. It's because she grew up in a divorced household. Her mom and dad put her in the middle, made her choose sides between the both of them. So Meredith has a little bit of PTSD when it involves choosing sides or when anything gets heated, and I understand where she's coming from. I completely get it. Go ahead and continue to disengage, sweetheart. You are more than entitled to do so. So Jen, though, she is completely unhinged. So now Whitney and Heather enter, the dining room that they're in, and y'all, what's about to go down ain't right. It just ain't right at all. You do not hit someone like that. The fact that Jen slapped Heather's hand out of the way is so inappropriate and so uncalled for, especially if Heather's supposed to be your quote-unquote great friend.
No, don't sit here. Don't hit me. Listen.
And Heather has had her back through thick and thin, through every blow-up. And you do her like that? You do her dirty like that? That is not right. It's not right. So now she as in Jen, is getting up in Whitney's face.
Whitney, shut the up. Okay, we don't want her.
And when you do this to somebody, I'm surprised Whitney didn't haul off and slap the lipstick right off of her. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say what we're all thinking. The fact that Jen didn't get dragged is beyond me. You do not get in someone's face like that.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Oh, it's not necessary.
Calm down right now. You're
Did
okay.
you calm down? Don't come at me, Heather.
And then she says to Whitney, if you want to talk to me, Whitney, fucking talk to me. She did talk to you. At the bathtub. Y'all hugged. She apologized. You accepted the apology. I'm just very confused why all this is drudged up again. Something switched. Something switched. This is fucking grade school shit, y'all. It's grade school. Grade school.
You chose your sides.
So now Lisa goes and runs after Jen, trying to be the voice of reason, explain what's going on, get Jen to come back into the dining room to talk like a reasonable human being, and Jen's just not having any of that at all. She's like, no, fuck Whitney, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing this. You don't have my back. I want to know who my real friends are. People are lying. No one's lying. Nobody is lying at all. But again, let us not forget, Whitney and Jen made up 2 weeks ago when they were in the spa. We all seem to forget about that. Jen is also going around telling Whitney not to trust Lisa, and that Lisa is gonna go off on Whitney and making up all of these accusations, and it's just mind-blowing, y'all. It's mind-blowing. So now the blow up happened. So everyone is up in Heather's hotel, and everyone minus Jen is processing what exactly happened and how everything escalated so quickly. So Heather brings up the fact that Jen said that the only reason people tolerate Whitney is because Whitney is friends with Heather.
If Jen didn't love me and if you guys didn't love me, you wouldn't tolerate Whitney for 2 seconds.
She kept.
But newsflash, Heather is not just friends with Whitney. Heather and Whitney are related. They're family. So you just can't do that. You can't. So now Whitney soberly tells Meredith that Jen has been dropping bombs to Whitney about Meredith's marriage. And it's almost as if she's trying to have Whitney be the one to bring up the marriage drama so Jen can kind of wash her hands clean and be like, well, I didn't say it. Whitney said it. I never said that. Sound familiar, Shannon Bedore? So Meredith finally clarifies what is actually going on within the marriage.
Seth and I have been separated on and off for a very long time. At times I've seen other people.
So this news that Meredith shared left Lisa very hurt because Lisa thought that her and Meredith were very close, and Lisa had no idea about any of the stuff that Meredith just shared about the marriage. But here's where I get lost, y'all.
Do you really want to be her friend after all of this? Because I don't.
Heather is a damn good friend, and she defends Jen tooth and nail, but crazy, toxic, and negative aren't qualities that I enjoy having around.
I think she has horrible, crazy, toxic qualities too.
And that's just me personally. But Heather says that she just doesn't cut people off like that. And I'm gonna say, grow a set of balls and grow a backbone and stand up for yourself, Heather, because you're being treated like garbage. This behavior, though, is beyond. It's 100% misplaced anger. It's not about Whitney. It's not about Heather. It's not about Lisa. It's not about Meredith. It is about Mary. It's about Mary and Mary running her mouth about things that may or may not be true. So the next morning, y'all, it is a brand new day. Meredith, she is rocking a Brooks Marks tracksuit. Whitney is doing yoga in bed. And Mary, y'all, she's still in her closet. Can someone check on Mary? Is she doing okay? Can someone get her some fresh air? So now Heather is over in Jen's room, and they're talking about the events that unfolded the night prior. And anyone else getting Erica Jane vibes with all of the glam squad and all of the assistants? No? Just me? Okay.
Thank God for the Shaw Squad, which is why I roll deep with them.
But Jen really doesn't get it. She says no one is talking about the real issue. What is the real issue, though? Because I don't know what the real issue is anymore. The way Jen treated Heather is completely unacceptable. Jen is basically justifying her behavior because Heather wasn't there with the conversation between Lisa, Meredith, and Jen.
No, you weren't. For everything that happened prior, you were basically mad that they made up with Whitney.
Are you living in an alternate universe?
I'm not mad at Meredith and Lisa making up with Whitney.
Yes, you are.
I cannot move on until Whitney admits she lied.
Whitney didn't lie. She repeated what was told to her by Mary. This whole thing needs to be taken up with Mary. Mary, get your ass out the damn closet and come and address what you have started.
Yeah, that's not the situation you're in right now. Right now, the person that's up is you. You up and you screwed us all. I'm like, wait, how?
True facts. Jen is literally not owning up to anything, and that everybody has wronged her on such a deep level. Mary, take it up with Mary. This whole thing seems to be getting lost here. Mary's the issue. Whitney repeated what Mary supposedly said. No accountability at all. It's all being lost in translation, and it's all a big clusterfuck now. So now we're ending the Vegas trip, and we're getting hypnotized, y'all. Whitney wants to clear out the negativity and make some good energy. Newsflash, that really doesn't work. So now everyone is moving to these big couches to dissect all of the issues of what is going on within the group. And God bless this hypnotist, because she's doing God's work over here. Yes, she is.
It's a safe space. Some feelings might get hurt, but it can all get rectified here if we just go there.
Damn, this woman is good. But the silence between everybody, though, is so effing awkward. So Jen is the first to break the silence, and she says that she feels that the whole thing from last night is her fault. I mean, it kind of is. So there's a few issues that are going to be talked about. Issue number 1, Jen trying to make everyone choose who they should or shouldn't be friends with. Jen denied that, saying that that is just Meredith's perception.
The issue was you were trying to tell me who I should and should not be friends with.
Okay, well then that's your perception.
Issue number 2, Jen spoke and acted aggressively. She denied that too and made excuses. Issue number 3, only friends with Whitney because she's Heather's friend. She's not. She's family. Jen denied that as well. Issue number 4, 5, and 6. Whitney's part that she played at the party, even though Whitney already apologized for it. Whitney bringing up what she did at the party and why she brought it up at the party. Whitney lying about Jen and Meredith being afraid of Jen. And all Jen is doing is interrupting, even interrupting the hypnotist. So now Meredith confronts Jen about making negative innuendos about Meredith's marriage.
I don't get angry easily. You don't want me angry.
Well, Jen, you've done pissed Meredith off.
Did you make negative innuendos about my marriage?
I would never ever say anything or get in between anybody's marriage.
No, she did not. Lies. That's a fucking lie. Thank you, Whitney, for speaking up. Holy shit. I love this hypnotist so freaking much.
Allow yourself to be receptive enough to hear that she needs to hear that I'm so sorry. I hurt your feelings. I stuck my nose in where it didn't belong.
Holding everybody accountable. But Jen, she is going around in circles with this apology to Meredith. It's all, I'm sorry, but this, I'm sorry, but that. Just say I'm sorry. Done. So now we play a game of trust, don't trust. Meredith, no hands raised. Whitney, no hands raised. Lisa, no hands raised. Jen, all the hands.
Who doesn't trust Jen? Raise your hand. Okay.
Heather, Jen raised her hand that she doesn't trust Heather. What a slap in the face.
Who doesn't trust Heather? Raise your hand.
Does she not understand the question?
Heather has had Jen's back through thick and thin, through all the blow-ups, through everything. And that is the thanks that Heather gets? Pfft, we'll say it again. All this anger is misplaced. I want to leave y'all with this nugget to think about. Even though everyone's true colors are starting to show this week, Jen makes the cast of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and there I said it. Teresa Giudice. Point and case. Teresa, season 1, flipped that table and blew up at Danielle Staub. And look, Teresa is still an OG and is holding her spot strong. A little drama goes a long way. So I think Jen is just doing what she needs to do to get a paycheck, to keep herself on as a cast member, and can you blame her? If there were no Jen Shah on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, would there be a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? I don't think so. I don't think Lisa, Meredith, Heather, or Whitney are able to deliver that type of explosive behavior. So if you love her or you hate her, she is a great addition to The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And there, I said it. We can all agree and disagree that Jen is a little delusional. She is a loose cannon and she is explosive, but she makes for damn good TV. And there, I said it. So next week, it's the season finale of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And Mary finally comes out of the damn closet.
This is very good. This is very good.
Get yourself subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on any of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reviews. I'll catch you guys next week. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with all of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City lovers. Get subscribed, like this video. We'll talk next time. Bye!